Well, good morning, everyone. Coming up on H-Town Live, celebs show off their dandy fashion at the Met Gala. Find out our best and worst looks from the blue carpet. And after 16 years of marriage, her husband came out as gay. Now, Jessica Turner is sharing how she rebuilt her life and turned her trauma into something positive in a new self-help book. I'm so excited she's going to be joining us live. And get ready for strong to severe storms throughout the day. Coming up shortly, Ito is going to break it all down for us and how it will impact our day. H-Town Live starts now.
Live from Houston, Texas, with Maggie Flecknoe. Health, money, culture, dining, and more. This is H-Town Live.
Well, good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, May 6th. I'm Maggie Flecknoe, and this is H-Town Live. It is so great to be back after being on assignment. I feel like I've not been here forever. You can catch up on all of my travel adventures. Let's just say hashtag Maggie in Maui on social media. Just go over to our social media if you're not following us, CW39 H-Town Live. But I feel like, of course, it would do this. My first day back to work after being, out on assignment. It's a terrible weather day. But luckily, I escaped. It was sprinkling, Ito, when I dropped May off. It is music class day, though. And I'm thinking we may have to skip it because look at this.
I wouldn't be outside, especially around noon, 1 p.m. time frame, because that's when we'll really start to see those thunderstorms get going. In fact, these thunderstorms are going to turn from strong to severe. That the National Weather Service did issue a tornado watch for portions of southeast Texas. I'm talking Warden, Fort Bend, Harris County on north. They're in the yellow. Those counties under a tornado watch until 4 p.m. Plus, on top of that, Maggie, we do have a flood watch also in effect. Now, obviously, the tornado watch takes precedent, but all these counties here in the green, but also Montgomery County towards Grimes, Waller, Madison counties, all these areas towards the north are under this flood watch. And it is because we could see some training thunderstorms, Maggie, dumping 3 to 6 inches of rain. So low-lying areas, streams, ponds could be coming out of their banks. And on top of that, some street flooding as well. So let's go ahead and talk about tornado safety, though. We don't see tornado watches around here very often, but if you do find yourself in a tornado warning, if you get an alert to your phone that you are under a tornado warning, please go to the interior-most room of your home. It could be a closet, hall, or even the stairs, but please avoid windows, doors, and also outside walls, because all of those could break down in the event there is a tornado in your neighborhood. And one of the other things that I want to mention, Maggie, is if you've got like a toddler mattress, go ahead and keep that handy as well. And if you have to find yourself in the bathroom, if you don't have a very good interior room and you've got a bathroom, get in the tub. I've had to do that with my kids. We'd have to huddle in the tub with a toddler mattress on top of us.
Say you're building a fort, so they don't get scared.
Yeah, and you know what? My kids love the action. So.
Pretend it's a boat and you're building a fort.
Exactly. We're just knowing throughout this thing. But this, of course, Southeast Texas, we don't have basements, but it is the best place to be if you have got one. But I don't know very many people, Maggie, that actually do have a basement.
I miss my basement.
Yeah, me too.
Colorado,
it was so great. Now let's go ahead and go over some of our other severe weather threats for today. As we mentioned, the tornado, but we also could see some large hail, Maggie, 1 inch in diameter or greater, and that's quarter size, ping pong, golf ball, maybe even egg-sized hail, especially for our western counties. And we also have the potential of seeing some high winds in some of these thunderstorms, and then the flooding on top of that. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about that flooding. Here in southeast Texas, in the yellow, so Conroe, Houston, Galveston, Bay City, we are under a level 2 out of 4 risk of seeing some flooding rain. So any low-lying areas, any typical spots where you see some flooding, and these thunderstorms get going and they are not moving. They just keep training, coming over the same spot over and over and over again. We could get some flooding. Also want to note that towards the northeast, We are under a level 3 out of 4 threat level of seeing some severe flooding as well. So now let's talk about our rain. How much are we going to get? Generally speaking, 1 to 3. But again, if you get one of these training thunderstorms, we could easily rack up 3, 4, 5 inches of rain. In fact, our northern counties, so from College Station, Huntsville, maybe even into Cold Spring, this area is where we possibly could be getting 4, 5, 6 inches of rain. So this is where I'm really concerned of seeing some of that stream flooding and low-lying flooding. Now let's talk timing. This morning we're already starting to see the rain north of I-10, but we also have some thunderstorms. They're going to be developing about 10, 11, 1, 2, 3 time frame. They're going to be crossing over the central portion of our forecast area. That includes Harris, Montgomery County, and Maggie, note, we have some white. I know it's kind of hard to see, but if you look really closely right in here in some of these spots, Futurecast was picking up on some hail cores. So if you park outside, please try to figure out a way to protect your car because nobody wants dents on their windshield. And this is going to stick around for this evening. A little bit of a break around drive times 5, 6. But here comes another line of storms for 7, 8, 9 p.m. Maggie. And then tomorrow morning, we could see a messy commute as more rain starts to creep up the coastline. This one might be overdoing it a little bit. But again, tomorrow morning, we have that potential of seeing some rain for your morning commute. So breaking it all down for you, Maggie, here's a look at your 7-day forecast. Today, 70% chance of rain, strong showers, thunderstorms as well. And then the other thing I didn't get to, Maggie, breezy. Oh. Guess how strong our wind gusts.
Let's just put it all together,
I know. So outside of thunderstorms, 30-mile-per-hour wind gusts.
I think we need to like go home and during nap time, snuggle in bed with a book.
Yes.
I'm for it. I'm for it. But did you see Mother's Day? We get a dry day. Because last year it rained on Mother's Day, Ito. We deserve it. We deserve it. All right, you know what else? Shopping and social media. They go hand in hand. And QVC and TikTok are rewriting the rules of live commerce with a first of its kind Super Brand Day streaming live on May 14th. I'm really excited. So here to tell us about this social first shopping experience and the theme of empowering women of all ages to find a new age of possibility, please welcome celebrity makeup artist Mally Roncal and QVC program host Terry Kahn. Ladies, thank you so much for waking up with us.
Thank you for having us.
All right, I spot Mackenzie Childs. I'm already in love. I'm a huge fan of Mackenzie Childs. My husband got me.
Did you know we have Mackenzie Childs?
No.
At QVC?
My husband got me the butter dish for Christmas, and I felt all over love. I mean, I already love him so much, but I was like, honey, speaking my language, butter me up. All right, so Mally.
Good husband to know about Mackenzie Childs.
Yeah, he's the best. All right, so Mally, let's start with you. Can you tell us what is Super Brand Day, and how do you see it reshaping everything?
Well, first and foremost, I don't know if y'all know, but QVC is the OG of live social shopping. Right. We've been doing it for almost 40 years. And honey, nobody does it better. So we have partnered with TikTok. We are literally the first American company to come together with TikTok. And we are on 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. So it is going to be a game-changing day live, exactly. On May 14th, we are going to have a Super Brand Day with deals and amazing things you've never seen before.
I'm so excited.
Mackenzie Childs will be part of it.
Okay, I'm definitely setting an alarm. And then you have the scrub daddy. I'm like, you guys, this is me. This is me. You're speaking my love languages. I'm excited.
I made it just for you. That's right.
I feel like it. Also, Terry, let's talk about the quintessential 50 highlights women over 50 who are really reinventing themselves. I love this. So how does this platform help change the way people think about age and influence in today's shopping and media culture, would you say?
I think as we age, I mean, 50 isn't the magical number, but you start to feel less and less seen and heard in the media and with retailers as well. But QVC really since the beginning, like this is our customer. We've always focused on this customer and brought you the Mackenzie Childs to make you feel good in your home. The Scrub Daddy to make it easier to clean. And, you know, the skincare is amazing. The makeup's amazing. And there are also conversations happening now through our podcasts that we do, through our shows like Over 50 and Fabulous that Mally and Sean Killinger have. And so it's always been this community, and it's always been this place where cross-category, we bring you solutions to the issues that you're facing and give you that inspiration to reinvent yourself. I am a new designer. I designed this duster. And I just turned 50 in January. So, yeah. Time, because it's not like this is where it ends. It's really, this is where it begins.
And Mally, how is QVC curating products that speak both to its typical audience, and then also you want to grab a hold of the younger audience, especially with TikTok, you know?
Yeah. 1,000%. Well, right now on QVC.com and on QVC's TikTok shop, we have a massive assortment of everything that you need, whether you are 16 to 116. Right. So number one, you can just start shopping right today. But the fun thing about our Super Brand Day on May 14th is we are going to be bringing celebrities and creators and amazing values that you have never seen before on that day, from people like Tarte, from Hilary Duff, the Ninja Creamy, which we've been talking about all day.
And we have better bundles, first of all, always on QVC.com. We'll be doing that on TikTok shop as well. So things that you don't get if you get the Ninja Creamy somewhere else, prices that are good for just that day. So I think you're gonna find a lot of things that you didn't even realize QVC had, and you didn't realize what great prices we have compared to some other retailers, and cross-category. We literally have it all.
Yeah. I'm so excited. Where can we go for more information and to plan our shopping?
Well, like you said, set your alarm for May 14th, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern is when it all starts. And then you can shop live 24/7, literally right now. And QVC, like Mally said, we've been doing it since the beginning, QVC.com, and we're shopping live right now.
Well, ladies, thank you so much. And Mother's Day, fellas, get your wife or a mother a gift card so then you can shop on QVC. Just saying.
Yes. QVC.
All right.
I love it. Yes, and happy Mother's Day to all the mothers.
Yes, and to you as well. Stick around. There's more H-Town Live to come.
Unfiltered drama.
I'm not cheating.
What? Look, it's
I'm not cheating on you.
What do you mean?
I'm not cheating on you. I love you, okay?
Weekdays at 10 on CW 39 Houston.
Right here. Go.
Don't miss the Rula and Ryan show with Eric every morning.
We are the heartbeat of Houston, and we're just here to entertain and make you laugh every single morning.
It's so easy to listen to the KRBE app on Alexa or anywhere you stream.
Everybody loves a little drama, and on Thursdays, we have roses.
Yeah, that's where we catch the cheaters of H-Town and put them on blast. You never know what's going to happen.
The Rula and Ryan show with Eric. Thanks for letting us be a part of your family. On 104.1
KRBE.
If you haven't called Senior Life Insurance Company for your free quote, you're probably paying too much. Senior Life was able to get this 65-year-old woman a $10,000 immediate benefit whole life plan for under $41 a month. She saved over $450 a year by choosing Senior Life. Some competitors cost twice as much. This 65-year-old man was paying almost $110 a month before he called Senior Life. We were able to cut his rate to $52, saving him almost $700 a year. These low rates are locked in, and so is the coverage amount. Hundreds of thousands of seniors have taken advantage of our low-cost plans built with seniors' budgets in mind. We saved this couple almost $1,400 a year with more coverage compared to what they were paying. Call now to find out if Senior Life Insurance Company can cut your rate in half. The quote is absolutely free. Switch to Senior Life and stop paying too much. Call now.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. A heartbeat strong, steady, unwavering. Like the people who keep this country moving. For them, only America's most dependable truck will do. In every Chevy truck, like every Chevy driver, dependability comes standard.
Now, well-qualified buyers can get 0.9% financing for 60 months on this Silverado. That's over $6,600 in average finance savings. Chevy drives Texas. Together, let's drive.
The NASCAR Xfinity Series
on the CW
is taking America by storm. by viewing races in a whole new way.
Crash.
With lightning-fast rides.
These are the coolest and most fun cars to drive.
And young, hot-shot drivers who race with nothing to lose.
Let's go.
These guys are here to shake up NASCAR.
The NASCAR Xfinity Series returns Saturday, May 24th, live from Charlotte on the CW.
A blind spot that's never out of sight. How it should be. The Hyundai Tucson.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for waking up with us here on H-Town Live. Like I said, it is great to be back. And yesterday, the Vatican held a special mass on the 9th day of formal mourning for Pope Francis. The period began with the papal funeral. Pope Francis died Easter Monday, April 21st, at the age of 88. And tomorrow, Wednesday, cardinals will enter the Sistine Chapel and choose the next leader of the Catholic Church. I had a long flight, so I actually watched conclave on the plane. So the conclave actually begins tomorrow as 133 Catholic cardinal electors will choose a new pope. Now, some are wondering what goes on during this centuries-old ritual. Well, Robert Sherman gives us a breakdown on the process of choosing the next pope.
Despite all the advancements in technology we have seen over the last few years, the whole world is going to learn that we have a new pope at the exact same time when white smoke billows out above Vatican City and the Sistine Chapel that are behind us here. And crews have now installed the chimney in which that smoke will be billowing out of. Secrecy is of the utmost importance throughout this process, as cardinals will be meeting, voting in secret, and great lengths are being taken to ensure that no information comes out prematurely from the Sistine Chapel. What we do know at this point is that when that moment arrives and we have a new pope, we will also be learning more about the future of the Catholic Church. There's been a big discussion here in Rome this week about what direction the Catholic Church should be taking, continuing on with Francis's legacy, going down a different road here. And that will be an important conversation here, but with all the traditions and all of the history here at the Catholic Church that have extended hundreds upon hundreds of years, the thinking is that there won't be any drastic changes when it comes to the future. Take a listen.
It's not the midterm elections. You know, this is an institution that's been around for 2,000 years, and they'll work it out. I think Francis has definitely set a new tone. He did sort of a reset. Not that the teaching of the church changed, the official teaching of the church, he changed very little, but it was a difference in attitude and in openness.
In the present moment, many of these cardinals are meeting one another, getting to know each other, potentially for the first time in person as they prepare for that first key conclave vote Wednesday. In Rome, Robert Sherman, News Nation.
It's truly incredible. You all, if you have not seen it, you're about to witness history. So in case you didn't know, each day they meet, and then at the end of the day, if you see dark smoke, you know that they haven't made a decision. If you see the white smoke, that's when you know we have a new pope. And then we still have to wait a little bit because then they make their entrance and announce on the balcony. It gives me shivers. It doesn't matter what religion you are. It's just all of this mystique and knowing that we are going to be witnessing history. Meanwhile, I'm really excited about our next guest. It's someone that I've been following on social media for quite some time. And after 16 years of marriage, her husband actually came out as gay. Well, now Jessica Turner is sharing how she rebuilt her life and turned her personal trauma into something positive in a new self-help book titled, I Thought It Would Be Better Than This. And guess what? She is joining us now live. Jessica, I am so excited to be talking to you. I've been following your journey. I have to say, I admire your grit and your grace in all of this.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much for saying that. That's kind of you.
It really is. And the fact that you're able to co-parent and write this book and hold your head up high, I just think it's incredible. So tell everybody watching, if they've not followed along like I have, a little bit, you know, a condensed version of your story.
Sure. So I was married for 16 years, and my ex-husband and I had 3 children together. They're now 16, 13, and 10. And in 2019, he came out to me and told me that he was gay. We grappled with the idea of a mixed orientation marriage for a little while. Then the pandemic happened, and we remained in the same house and ultimately decided to divorce, and divorced in the summer of 2020. And since that time, it's been quite a journey, both celebrating, him coming out and being fully who he is, and also dealing with my own grief around our divorce and my life looking really different than I expected it to. And as you can imagine, that was really hard. And my eyes were opened to the truth that we all experience great disappointment in life at some point. It's one of the universal experiences of living. And so I wrote a book called I Thought It Would Be Better Than This: Rise from Disappointment, Regain Control, and Rebuild a Life You Love, which empowers people in their own stories, no matter what their disappointment is, be it relationships or financial or career, to take a look at their circumstances, call out what the grief is, name it, and then move forward in healing and hope.
So is there a piece of this book that you wish someone would have shared with you during this time?
The whole thing. I say that I write, this is my 3rd book, and I always write books that meet a need. And, I get asked all the time, I know someone who's going through grief, what's a book that I can give them? Mm-hmm. And what I love about I Thought It Would Be Better Than This is it talks about grief. It talks about pain and suffering and forgiveness, but it's really a hopeful book. It moves you through that pain into a better story, and a story that's maybe different from what you wanted, but still beautiful. And so I'm really excited that this is a book that people can give to other people, because it's definitely the book that I needed when I was going through so much suffering in my own story.
I can only imagine as a woman how hard that would be, because you married this man, you had children with him. So what's your relationship like now, and how is co-parenting, and how are your kids?
Our kids are great, and we have a really positive co-parenting relationship. We live in the same neighborhood. We still do life together. We share meals a couple of times a month. We always go to our kids' activities together. There's really great unity there. And so often I hear from women, I'm an influencer, and people will message me on Instagram and say all the time how they wish that their divorced parents could have sat together at a sports game or gone on vacation together. And so I'm really glad that we're giving our kids a positive experience, despite the fact that our marriage ended in divorce.
Is there something you wish you would have done differently, especially talking to your 2020 self?
Oh, gosh. I think I wish I would have believed that it could be better. And the only way through is through. And if anyone watching today is in a hard story, I know what it's like to feel like you're laying on the floor of hell. Like, it is just awful. And it was hard for me to have an imagination for something better. And I wish that I could have really grabbed onto that idea that it would get better a little faster. Though I think healing is what allows for us to grow and change. And so maybe the only way through really was through without knowing that. But man, I wish I could have gotten a glimpse of 2025 Jessica. I know I would have been really proud of myself.
Well, I'm proud of you, and I love this, Jessica, and I've seen a transformation with what you share.
Yes.
So thank you for sharing your journey, and thank you for coming on my show. I could talk to you longer. I want everybody to get a copy of this book, because it can help, like you said, anybody who's going through something. How can we get a copy?
You can buy it at any major retailer on Amazon.com. A lot of people have really been enjoying the audiobook. You can get that on Audible or Libra FM, or free on Spotify or Amazon Music, or even request it at your local library or your local indie bookstore, and support those indie stores. It's so important.
Well, keep shining, and I'd love to have you back on the show.
Thanks so much for having me.
Thank you. And speaking of healing, coming up after the break, we are actually going to be talking about healing through art. That's still to come on H-Town Live.
You are telling the truth. Separate fact from fiction. You are the father. He can see the Maury truth. Maury, today at 11 on CW 39 Houston.
People all over Houston know call Terry Bryant Accident and Injury Law, but you don't have to take my word for it.
I'm Glenda from Memorial, and after my accident, I called Terry Bryant.
I'm Roy from Pasadena, Texas, and I called Terry Bryant.
I'm Catherine from Tomball, and after my car wreck, I called Terry Bryant.
If you've been injured, ask around. I bet someone you trust will tell you. You deserve justice. You deserve Terry Bryant.
Texas summers are getting longer and hotter. But have you heard of Ultimate Season Pass from TXU Energy?
I heard Ultimate Season Pass saves you 50% on energy charges during peak summer and winter.
I also heard there are even more months of automatic savings.
You heard right. Over $450 a year in savings.
I heard you know who switched last month and she's already saving.
Ultimate Season Pass is one of their most popular plans.
I'm keeping cool while the savings heat up. You never told me. I thought you knew about Ultimate Season Pass.
Well, now everyone knows. TXU Energy. Energy for everything.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. A heartbeat strong, steady, unwavering. Like the people who keep this country moving. For them, only America's most dependable truck will do. In every Chevy truck, like every Chevy driver, dependability comes standard.
Now, well-qualified buyers can get 0.9% financing for 60 months on this Silverado. That's over $6,600 in average finance savings. Chevy drives Texas. Together, let's drive.
What are your intentions with Captain Tall Drink of Justice?
He is just my partner.
Get out there and get shucking.
Yes.
Stop yelling.
The brick that's loose.
What about my caboose? Nobody told me about performance reviews.
You're not a cop.
Mac.
You must be willing to walk away from anyone at the drop of a hat. Max could be pulling another con. I'm a police detective and you're my consultant.
You're no fun.
You infiltrated my home, studied my method. Who are you?
Sherlock Holmes, you're my father.
I do need an assistant. And don't touch anything and definitely do not speak.
I want justice for my mother's murder.
You're in great danger.
I'm counting on it. If my mother said so, then I am your daughter.
Just help me crack the case.
Houston's weather always changing, preparing you for tomorrow. The news you want at the time you need.
ABC 13 Eyewitness News at 9 on CW 39.
Well, we're at that halfway mark. Still to come on H-Town Live, it's Taste Test Tuesday, and we have a new special edition Oreo flavor to try today. Plus, the Health Museum is unveiling an installation to honor the lives lost in the Robb Elementary School shooting in 2022. They're going to be joining us live in studio to tell us all about it. The second half hour of H-Town Live starts after the break.
I was driving down the road. This lady came from behind and hit me at like 65 miles an hour. I fractured my T7 and I had a really bad concussion. So because of Jim Adler, I was able to pay for my school. I was able to get all the money back that I lost from taking off work, and all that money that I lost, be able to buy my girlfriend an engagement ring.
If you're seriously injured, call me. I'm Bill Adler, the Texas Hammer. I'll fight to get all the money you lost back in your pocket.
Oh no, I did it again. On my mind we cloud until my friends and I'm lonely, sitting and thinking aloud.
Do you have Medicare and suffer with knee pain? Have you been told you have arthritis and that risky knee surgery with a lengthy recovery is the only answer? Well, stop everything and call the number on your screen, because Arthritis Knee Pain Centers has a non-surgical procedure that can eliminate your pain without surgery or downtime. Plus, it's covered by Medicare and most private insurance. Our doctors use an advanced image-guided procedure to restore natural lubrication and cushioning in your knees, to relieve your pain and restore your mobility without surgery or downtime. Many patients report relief after the first visit.
I'm not having any pain. My knee's not like sticking. It's just wonderful.
And after the first injection, I knew it was going to work.
Remember, it's covered by Medicare and most private insurance. So call Arthritis Knee Pain Centers now and schedule your no-charge, no-obligation knee pain screening. Call 800-507-2106. That's 800-507-2106.
The connection back to Houston is about the people. This is a place where I have a lot of memories, a lot of fond memories, and some of my best memories were in Houston. And weather is the one thing that every single human being on the face of the earth has an interest in. It is going to affect you, it's going to affect me. Every day, the weather story is everyone's story.
Hey Houston, the QR code on your screen. Go ahead, grab your phone and open your camera. Now download our CW39 app and stay connected 24/7 to news happening in your neighborhood and our city. Also, Houston weather's always changing. Get the certified most accurate forecast at your fingertips. Plus, up-to-the-minute traffic updates. Download the CW39 app. Stay connected. Live from Houston, Texas, with Maggie Flecknoe. Health, money, culture, dining, and more. This is H-Town Live.
Well, good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us for the second half hour of H-Town Live. Now, I do have to warn you, this next topic, it may be difficult for some of you, but I think it's a really important topic. 77 Minutes is a photographic installation that honors the Robb Elementary School shooting victims and their families. It's hosted through the Health Museum's Healing Arts program to showcase the impactful intersection of healing through art. And joining me this morning to talk more about this installation is a dear friend of mine, Becky Seabrook. She is the Senior Director of Guest Engagement at the Health Museum. Thank you so much for waking up with us.
Yeah, good morning. Thank you so much for having us.
I have spent so much time with you over the years. This is something different, though, that I've never seen at the Health Museum. Tell me a little bit about it.
Yeah, this is different. I mean, we cover so many different topics. You know, some of them are fun, some of them are weird, some of them are gross, and some of them are hard. And this is a hard one. But sometimes it's really important to talk about hard topics. And one of the things that we know is the #1 cause of death in kids under the age of 18 in Texas are firearms. And so I think it's really important to be able to have these conversations to honor the experiences of people that have been through these, to honor, you know, the families in Uvalde, but also talk about how we can do better. You know, how do we do better for our kids, for ourselves, for each other, and, you know, for people that have gone through this experience.
Why is it titled 77 Minutes?
Yeah, I was talking with Sarah about that. 77 minutes is the amount of time between when the shooter entered the building and when it ended, when the shooter was killed. And what hadn't registered for me until I was actually, you know, working on the exhibit and getting the exhibit set up was that the good guys with guns basically had entered the building within minutes of the shooter. And just thinking about the amount of time, not just for, you know, for the people that were in the building, but also the families waiting outside. And so this idea of, you know, 77 minutes and originally, you know, 77 minutes in their shoes, because, you know, some of the photographs.
I was looking.
Yeah, they feature the shoes that were returned to the families afterwards. Gosh. So it's, yeah, as a parent.
I know, I'm about to cry. I cover this, but to see this, and you and I are both parents.
Yeah.
How difficult was this for you to do?
I think you know, I think about as difficult it is to install something like this. I think about, you know, and just all the credit to Sarah Sudoff, you know, the artist, and the families that went through this process, and think about how difficult it must have been to, you know, to relive and create this. But yeah, it's hard. I think as a mom, you know, whose kids have all been through lockdowns at their schools, you know, this is everybody's kind of worst nightmare. So how do we change that?
I know. And so that's all part of this Healing Arts program. Tell me a little bit more about it.
Yeah, so we were really, really excited to launch this initiative last year. As you know, we've always done a lot around the science of health and medicine. But during COVID, it became really clear that people were looking for a place to be able to process health experience. So I think about it as the difference between understanding, you know, the biology of a cell that can turn into a cancer cell versus what it's like to have cancer, or you know, understanding about what's happening with chemicals in the brain with depression versus, you know, the experience of having to get out of bed in the morning when you're going through it, or understanding maternal health. versus the process of actually being pregnant and becoming a mom. So it's, we talk about the, the science behind all these things, but how do we create the space for people to process their experiences? And we were super fortunate to receive support from an incredible nonprofit called Unlikely Collaborators that allowed us to launch it. And there's just so much research out there looking at how the arts and different arts mediums can be used as a way for people to process. So we've got a wonderful healing arts manager right now, and this is a big part of what we do. We'll always continue to do a lot with the science, but this felt important.
When people have gone through it, what has their reaction been?
It's a hard exhibit for people. It's an interesting exhibit because unless you stop and read about the exhibit, you don't necessarily know what it is. So you can pass and there's photos of shoes, but it's not graphic, it's not, in your face. But when you stop and it hits people, sometimes I'll stand and watch, people reading about it, or there's an area where we have some desks set up and there's a counter on the wall that resets every 77 minutes.
Oh my gosh, this gives me chills.
Yeah, and so I think it depends. The parents, we've had some parents talking about, their worries, when their kids' school has been shut down, or we have a lot of, high school students that come through the museum and they're like, yeah, I can relate. They've been through lockdowns. This has been their experience. So, it's a hard exhibit, but it's a really important thing for us to do better on.
Yes, I think that's the key. We need to do better.
Yes.
And it's sickening that we have to even have an exhibit like this.
Yes.
And it's so hard.
Yeah.
And I look at these shoes. I mean, I want to come see it though too because I think we need to.
Yeah.
And we need, as a parent, we need to feel it with these parents too.
Yeah.
And these kids deserve it.
Right. And I think at a time, when there's so much division, to be able to find those commonalities and things where we can agree, and I think that's really important right now.
I mean, it makes me emotional.
Yeah,
no parent should have to.
I'm trying not to.
I know. No parent should have to hold their child's shoes, you all. Like this shouldn't. We shouldn't have to do this. We shouldn't. So how can we support you all?
Well, I think it's not even a matter of supporting the museum so much as supporting efforts in the community.
Right.
There's a lot of individuals, a lot of organizations that are doing this work day in and day out. The Baker Institute of Public Policy at Rice is doing a symposium on this topic just this next month. So I think it's, by all means, anyone that wants to come and experience the exhibit. We've got some great programs happening. So this Saturday, there's an opportunity to take part in a conversation with the artist. It's a moderated conversation with the artist and also a psychologist that's worked in, trauma-informed practice, and how do we use art, regardless of what the experience is. How can that help aid in, in processing that and, recovery and hope. So that's happening. June 8th, there'll be a workshop with the artist as part of the Creative Studios program. And she'll be doing the actual process of photo transfer on a fabric that she did with the exhibit so people can actually create their own.
Well, we'll have all of this. So much.
Yes.
I can talk to you all day. Thank you so much. And I know it's emotional for all of us. Again, the Health Museum, 77 minutes. You need to go see it. Stick around. We have more after the break.
Weekday reality served hot.
She doesn't treat you the way you want to be treated, right? Then move on.
Weekdays at 12 on CW 39 Houston.
Well, there's an art to cooking pasta. The people that do it best, they always finish the cooking process by putting it in the sauce, and that's the secret. So come celebrate your local Carrabba's and try one of our delicious pastas.
Attention all seniors. You can now get up to $50,000 for your funeral and other final expenses, including your credit card debt, with no medical exam, starting at less than $1 a day.
Clint, so good to see you. How was everything?
Amazing as usual, Frank. Happy to see you're out of the hospital and back at it.
Me too. But my big health scare got me really thinking about the future. With my girls set to take over the family business, I want to make sure I don't leave them any of my debts. Heck, the price of a funeral can be $8,000 or more.
We're just happy to have you back, Dad. Don't go thinking about debts or anything like that. We'll find a way to pay.
Now see, That's why I made a call and found out I'm eligible for $50,000 for my funeral and other final expenses.
Well, hold on. Eligible for $50,000 and you just got out of the hospital? Didn't you have to take a medical exam or something?
No, there was no medical exam, and I was able to get coverage right over the phone. Plus, my rates can never be increased, my benefits can never be decreased, and my coverage can never be canceled.
Dad, I'm glad you made that call.
Don't leave loved ones with your debt. Call 800-264-0635 now and see if you qualify for up to $50,000 for your funeral and other final expenses, starting at less than $1 a day. There's no medical exam, and you can be approved even if you have pre-existing health conditions. Your rates can never be increased, your benefits can never be decreased, and your coverage can never be canceled. There's no obligation. Call 800-264-0635 now. There's no paperwork, no hidden fees, and no waiting periods. And you can start coverage right over the phone, starting at less than $1 a day. Call 800-264-0635. That's 800-264-0635. 800-264-0635.
The town hall that everyone is talking about.
This is where right and left come to be reasonable.
And President Trump joined the conversation.
Hey, that's the toughest question I could have.
Thank you for making this the most watched Cuomo ever. News Nation. News for all Americans.
Well, welcome back to H-Town Live. Tonight, the Covenant House will host its annual Night of Broadway Stars fundraiser in support of youth experiencing homelessness. Broadway star and Houston's own Kevin Cahoon will be one of the stars performing at the event. So please help me welcome two very special guests. Introduce yourselves.
Good morning. I'm Felicia Broussard.
Good morning, y'all. My name is Tony Lupino. How y'all doing?
Well, thank you both so much for joining us and for the work that you're doing. So let's begin with you, Felicia. What exactly is this event?
So Night of Broadway Stars is a very unique once-a-year event that's held at the Wortham Center. And Broadway stars will come to the Wortham Center this evening to perform their greatest hits. Wow. So all the musicals we love, including the star Christine of Phantom of the Opera, The Lion.
That's my favorite.
Yes. She will be there, and several others. Rashawn Lamar, who you know from The Wiz, but also he was on The Voice. Yes. And they will perform their greatest hits that we all love to sing along with. But my favorite part of the night is when our youth, who have also been rehearsing and practicing, they take the stage as well, and they give it their all. And it's all so that we can have an awareness and create support for youth overcoming homelessness in this city.
And you've been on my show before.
Yes, well,
tell us, though, for people who aren't aware, what exactly does Covenant House do?
Well, Covenant House Texas has been an organization in Houston for 41 years that support 18 to 24-year-olds who are experiencing human trafficking and overcoming homelessness. And we do that with a complete continuum of care that obviously offers them shelter, a sanctuary where they can heal and just have a peaceful night's sleep. Mm-hmm. But while they're there, we're offering them a comprehensive look at what it means to be an independent young adult after they leave us. So they're surrounded with health care and also all of the things that a young adult would need, including workforce development and some faith-based opportunities, as well as life skills and other things that any young adult needs to be successful on their own.
And Tony, you actually have had personal experience with this. Tell me a little bit about your journey.
Yeah. It's very interesting. You know, first and foremost, I just want to say, you know, I'm very grateful for the opportunity to be here. You know, my life has been interesting because, like, I feel like I took a chance that I thought was going to bring me some immediate prosperity. And I never expected myself to be in the position of, you know, showing up at 1 in the morning to the Covenant House with nothing but the clothes on my back. And, you know, feeling like I was in survival mode for so long and just needing that time to recalibrate, to rest my mind, to, you know, not only rest my mind, but my body, my spirit. You know, it's been a very challenging time for myself. But, like, with my will, I'm still able to keep pushing forward, and with the fact that they, you know, they have provided me a place to sleep, food to eat. You know, they have resources available. I've been learning a project management course, which I'm taking for my own personal career initiative of, you know, I have a few businesses that I'm working on. So, like, you know, it's been all around just very helpful for me to be able to have the foundation that I've been looking for within my life. And, you know, we all face challenges, you know, so it's like, it's a really amazing thing that I think for people to know that maybe you didn't have access to, you know, valuable resources or, you know, insightful people that can lead you on the right path growing up. So just to know that there is something like that in this city is just beautiful, in my opinion.
I'm really proud of you, too, because you asked for help. And that's really not an easy thing to do.
No.
Especially with an ego, you know, a lot of us, that's hard for us to overcome. So I'm really proud of you.
I think it's one of those things where when you come across so many people who you don't know if you can trust them anymore, and you don't know where to turn to, so you feel like you have to do things by yourself for so long. It's nice to know that there is a place that says, you know, you don't have to do this by yourself. We are here for you. And, you know, in my time with them, I've noticed nothing but innovation, improvement, you know, going from one building to a whole new building, you know. It's beautiful to see that somebody here like Miss Felicia truly does care about, you know, the youth and the kids and, you know, in my opinion, the new leaders of today and tomorrow. These are not just people who deserve to be forgotten. These are people who need to be remembered and realize that they matter, you know? These are people at the end of the day. And if you forget about them now, think about what that makes them feel like in 20 years.
It's incredible. Know? And hearing him, I mean, this is what it's all about. How can we support you all in this event?
Well, there are a few seats left. There are a couple of seats, and it's not just the theater performance, but a grand dinner as well, where there's more dinner theater. And so we do have some seats left. You can go to covenanthouse.tx.org to learn more about our mission, our new facilities, which he mentioned, and how to see Tony on stage tonight.
Oh, you sparkle as it is. And your beautiful eyes. I'm really proud of you, and I'm very, very proud of you and the work that you do. Look at how you're changing lives. This is proof. Thank you both so much for sharing your story.
I want to say thank you to God as well.
Well, thank you. Yes, we couldn't do it without him. In the meantime, Mother's Day is coming up. Don't you dare forget. And if you are doing some last-minute shopping for Mom, take a sigh of relief. We're here to help. Lifestyle expert and friend of the show, John Salas, has some top gifts to give to Mom on her special day.
Hello, friends. Mother's Day is here, and at 1-800-Flowers, Mother's Day is one of the biggest holidays of the year. In fact, they will deliver 17.8 million stems to all the moms and mom figures in our lives, helping us recognize them and giving them their much-deserved flowers. Now, just in time for the special day, they just launched their Amazing Mom collection, which features the Amazing Mom Bouquet and the Marvelous Mom Bouquet, both which start at $49.99. And as part of that collection, there's also the Mother's Embrace Bouquet, which starts at $99.99. I wish you could smell these beauties. They smell even more spectacular in person. Each bouquet is specially designed with love in the season's most popular colors, pink and purple, and delivered by a local florist right here from our very own community, making this a great way to support and shop local. Available at 1-800-Flowers.com. Don't think about it twice. You'll thank me later. Now, Mom raised you right. Now let's raise her eyebrow game. Celebrate Mother's Day with 30% off a Brow Bar by Rima. Luxe, cruelty-free, and vegan beauty. She'll absolutely love it. Rima's luxurious, precision-like, cruelty-free brow products and glamorous looks have become a favorite of Hollywood's finest. With 75 salons and 20 years in the game, Rima's known for having the most luxurious and effective brow, eyes, lip, and face makeup in the industry. Enjoy that 30% off now through May 10th by visiting browbarbyrima.com. Now, another ultimate gift is the ultimate getaway, and for that, we're heading down to Mexico. Sited on a 620-acre nature reserve with 2 miles of pristine white sand beaches, the Riviera Maya edition at Kenai rises up from a forest of mangroves to introduce a completely new concept of sustainable luxury to the Caribbean coastline. Featuring 182 guest rooms and suites, a lagoon-sized pool, versatile meeting spaces, a state-of-the-art ballroom, and North America's, get this, largest penthouse suite, Mexico's first edition marries its signature brand of hospitality with the UK Yucatan Peninsula's modern and ancient cultures. Unwind at the private deck with oceanfront cabanas while enjoying the culinary offer from their Soul Beach Club and echoing the cenote-inspired architecture of the surrounding area. The property's The Spa features a discovery journey of hydrotherapy pools, a private outdoor pool, a Turkish hammam, and a steam and chromotherapy treatment bed alongside 6 private indoor-outdoor treatment rooms. The grounding experience extends to the pool bar, bringing you closer to your true self through health-conscious offerings that help you continue your wellness journey by fostering your connection with nature and heightened sensory awareness. A destination in and of itself, the Riviera Maya edition brings 2 of Mexico's most renowned chef restaurateurs to Kenai through food and beverage venues, including the innovative tasting menu by Chef Paco Ruano and a Mediterranean-inspired beach club by Chef Tomás Bermúdez. Designed with a minimal environmental footprint to protect and preserve Kenai's ecosystem, the ancient Mayan land delivers nothing short of its name, meaning paradise on earth. To learn more, head over to editionhotels.com or check them out on Instagram on Edition Riviera Maya Kenai. Now, so here's the ultimate gifts. Now it's time to spoil your mom. So happy Mother's Day.
I'll take one of each. Just saying. All right, well, today I'm back. And guess what? It is Tasty Tuesday. And we have something I'm very excited for. So, the Cookie brand Oreo. This is not your basic Oreo, you all. It just released a new flavor ahead of the summer season. We are lucky to have, look at this beauty, Cherry Blossom Matcha. Yes, these thin cookies are filled with cherry blossom matcha flavor cream. Now, only 1,000 of these were made, and we at HTown Live were able to get our hands on some of them. Producer Bree has entered the chat. Producer Bree, did you get some?
I did.
Okay, I was like, Parker, did he get them to you? I have a courier service. She's literally across the hall.
Yeah.
All right, so I told you, so I was in Maui and matcha was everything. Everything was matcha. And I love matcha, but it has to be good. I had some bad matcha recently and I was like, you didn't whisk it. Didn't whisk it real good. So,
I'm not much of a matcha person, but I'm kind of forced to eat this.
Well, you better match yourself.
Congrats, Shadrika, you don't have to do it.
Well, here's the thing. First of all, it's just a very inviting. Look at this beautiful, aesthetically pleasing.
Like they only created 1,000 of them.
And we have them.
Yes.
This is like, and we didn't, so anyways, they're not sponsored. We're just taste testing, you know.
Yeah.
If you want us to taste test something, you never know if we're gonna like it or not, just saying. So, but they're thins, I don't know.
Yes.
And I also don't know if I would dip these in milk. Okay, so ready? Cheers.
Imaginary dunk.
I don't know though. I don't know if I do milk. Sorry for the crunch, you know I don't like, I hate eating on air.
We just quiet.
Well, I'm waiting for the matcha. Waiting.
Yeah, all I taste is the strawberry part.
Well,
is
it's
it
not strawberry. It's
cherry blossom, sorry.
All right, I'm gonna do like what, I'm just gonna try the filling. Oh.
Yeah, I'll probably have to do that. Oh my God, I just realized I have to be very careful.
Why?
Or else I would have broke it.
Oh, I thought you were allergic or something. Okay, I taste more of the cherry. I'm not mad at it, but I'm not sure about it. Also, thins, they break easily. I just would eat the filling. What'd she say?
Because I was looking at it real hard, and Shadrika was like, stop looking at it like that.
Well, I didn't really need the cookie. I like the filling.
I'll take the cookie. You'll take the filling.
I see you, boo. I see you, Oreo. It's a very beautiful, I really think, can we just show
It
the
looks
box?
pretty.
It's just beautiful. It really is.
But I don't know about the flavor.
And I don't think I'd dip it in milk. All right.
It'll
something
break.
new. All right, we gotta go to break because I feel like I have cookie in my teeth now. All right, let me go check my teeth. Sorry, I
With Dupixent, stay ahead of moderate to severe eczema as you welcome the feeling of touch with clearer skin and less itch. The #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists helps heal your skin from within. Severe allergic reactions can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain, vision changes, or blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma or other medicines without talking to your doctor. Ask your doctor about Dupixent.
While medicine's greatest advancements look like the latest sci-fi, one of our most powerful tools is far more simple, more human. It's a calling to connect with purpose. That's how we're evolving healthcare, by treating people, not just patients, with innovations that amplify healing and lead to more personalized care, guided by the belief we all hold the power to heal.
Saving money is now more important than ever for seniors. But if you purchased a $9.95 guaranteed acceptance plan, you could easily find yourself overpaying for very little life insurance coverage. With the $9.95 rate, a 65-year-old male receives less than $900 in coverage. For $10,000 in coverage, he would pay over $110 a month with a 2-year waiting period. Fortunately, with Senior Life Insurance Company, he pays less than $58 a month for $10,000 in protection. There's no waiting period, no medical exam, and he saves over $600 a year by choosing Senior Life. A 65-year-old female saves over $400 a year. Don't overpay for your life insurance. Call now to see how much money you could save with Senior Life. We could help you get cash back from your current overpriced policy. Call now to lock in your coverage and low monthly rate. For your free quote, call now.
Come see what's trending on Karamo. We have deleted 1,938 texts in the last 30 days. See what's taking over everybody's feed.
Karamo, next on CW39 Houston.
Tonight, NXT on the CW brings opportunity.
We ain't gonna turn it down, because we came to get it lit.
As Jordan Grace,
On the juggernaut, Jordan Grace.
and Julia,
The beautiful madness has arrived.
collide in a #1 contenders match for the NXT Women's Championship.
You better get it, Grim, because we came to get it lit. Yeah.
All new tonight at 8/7 Central on the CW.
All right, that's nearly a wrap. Before we go, here is a look at today's sponsored content. And we will see you back here tomorrow morning, same place, same time, for more H-Town Live. And remember, we do have severe weather today. You want to stay in the know wherever you go. Make sure you download our CW39 app or stay in the know over on our website. Also, you can catch up with any of our guests today or in past shows by going to CW39.com and clicking on that H-Town Live tab.